Hello, everybody, and welcome again to another episode of Line Talkin. Joined here by Mr. Reggie Prince Elliott and our guest of the day, stand-up comedian, roast battle master, bowler, skydiver, smartass, dumbass, and a great friend of mine, Mr. Steve Sanderson. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I just gotta ask straight out the gate, who canceled?
You were definitely our third option, but it was the first third option I had. So
Awesome.
There's no one else I'd rather have here.
Awesome.
Let's get this off early. If you got kids around, put them in another room because with this guy, you never know. You never know.
We're talking about the jokes, right?
I'm gonna,
Yes.
get, I'm
okay,
gonna get
yes.
you canceled before you get started.
Now's the time to get canceled before we break 100 subs, so that's good. Now's the
Yeah.
time to do it, I guess.
We're either going to gain friends or we're going to lose a lot of friends right now. So be prepared. You're going to laugh. You're going to have fun. You're going to learn more about Steve.
And watch one of the best bowlers in the valley. Is that you?
Reggie's bowling?
And nope. Yeah, no,
What?
Definitely not.
Oh, man.
Definitely not. Reggie, what'd you bowl last night?
Last night?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What I started off with two. I was bowling against Ron. Ron's lost. Oh, my goodness.
Bowled him on Thursday.
That was a good night.
Yeah.
I started off, I went what? 245,
Yeah.
179, 244.
Consistent.
We got our ass whooped. Yeah.
Reasonable. Steve, what's your week of bowling like? What you in? What you bowling?
I am doing one league this season. This season they did 3, but schedule only allowed 1 this season, so I'm bowling Sunday nights.
Okay.
Doing okay.
Sunday night, where?
Here.
Here?
Yeah. at
Okay,
the,
okay.
Vegas League.
Okay.
So,
By the
I
way,
think
this is Bolero Glendale, 59th and Bell.
So how'd you bowl Sunday?
not great. I think I'm around a 198 right now. Okay. So,
Maintaining
because
average?
we're only like 3 weeks in, so I haven't had a chance to yet.
Okay, that's good. That's good. At least you're maintaining. Yeah. I made sure I went. What did I go? I bowled Tuesday. I went 184, 222, 185. So I can't maintain.
184, 222, 185.
That's a lot of math.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you my series. I'll just tell you my games. I was really piping it too. I was throwing it 13, and they were hooking. I mean, it was crazy. You should have seen it. That's why I'm on the Scratch League on Thursdays, guys. 180 average.
180 average, Thursday Lakeview. Grab him up. He'll fit.
Yeah, well, for now. I don't know about by the end of the season, but for right now, at least. Reggie, got anything coming up, man?
Let me see. I got Chocolate Chicks in Vegas next week.
Okay.
Shout out to Stacy Watson and her crew. They normally run it out in Irvine and they sell out. So she decided to throw one in Vegas, and I'm pretty sure it's going to sell out.
I was at the doubles tournament this weekend, and I kept hearing people saying chocolate chips. I'm like, what's a chocolate chip tournament?
No, chocolate
I had never
chicks.
heard of that before in my life. And then Shane came up to me. He was like, no, chocolate chicks, and he showed me the flyer. Looks like
Yes.
payouts are
Oh yes,
pretty
she
good
does.
out there.
She does a hell of a job, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some tournaments where she had to add a weekend. Yes, sells out. Shout out to Stacy out there in San Diego.
Steve, you got any fun stuff coming up? Bowling, comedy, life?
Got a couple shows coming up. Got a couple of contests coming up. Going to do a couple of tournaments. Going to do his mixed doubles
Oh yeah.
tournament coming up.
All right, thank you.
Really appreciate the invite as a partner.
It's mixed doubles.
Oh.
So unless you're identifying that way this week.
So when
I
you
understand.
say you have a couple of contests coming up, can you explain to them what do you do?
So started doing stand-up comedy about 2.5 years ago. So earlier, just like bowling, the Phoenix has got a really good comedy scene. You know, got I think maybe 8 clubs around town,
Right.
and different clubs have contests throughout the year. So This year, some of the contests are one night long. Some of the contests are multiple nights.
Oh wow.
You know, so this year I won one that was a single night competition. I got to the semifinals of a couple other ones. There's another one that's going to be a one night competition. Winner takes $1,000. So if I make people laugh more than I piss them off, then it'll be
I feel like if you're
$1,000
doing
richer.
both, you're probably doing something right.
Yeah. No, you got to take them right to that edge.
Right to the edge.
Right to
and,
the edge
and
of
then,
hating
and
you.
Bear,
And then
bear
reel
down.
them back in.
Reel them back in.
Guess we
That's
could take
the
them to the
job.
foul line, I guess, right?
There you go, man. I've been to a few shows, and it's a good time. I always love it, you know.
Can be a good time.
I've known you, years now, I think, since I've been here.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's one of the funnier people I know, man, and one of my better friends. So I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You and Reggie, both of you guys, if I ever need something or someone to reach out to or advice, there you go. Go on now. Yeah, that looks like, well, I'm not going to butter you up that much. It's my birthday. You got to say something nice.
If I ever
Happy
need
birthday.
anything,
Thank
you
you.
got me.
Thank
By
you.
the way,
Huh?
If I ever need anything, you got me.
Yeah. Well,
Man, listen, I need a blanket right now. It's freezing right now. I need a blanket. It's cold.
I almost got you, Ben.
Oh,
I mean, I'll take off Steve's jersey if you want, and we can, you know.
Bet.
yeah, nobody at home wants that.
What? Again, trying to get to 100 subs. we're not trying to lose too many viewers.
When
Yeah,
telling,
I subscribed this morning, so you're up to 48.
Right. So after this episode, we'll either be at 50 or 27. So I guess we'll find out.
Well, I'm unsubscribing when I leave, so you're 47.
Oh,
You'll be at 47
man.
now.
At least I feel better now.
do you ever mention any bowling during your jokes when you're doing stand-up?
I do mention the fact that I do bowl. I ask the ladies to control themselves,
Uh-oh.
because I know it's quite the panty dropper.
It can be.
I've
Wait,
seen it.
I have to ask.
Uh-huh.
Have you had any panties thrown to you on stage?
I have not. I know it's a shock.
Man.
It's a shock.
Reggie's
I-
asking so he can do it next show.
One of
Hey,
my favorite
guys, think I can do stand-up?
Hey now.
one of my favorite little stories. I was at a tournament in France one time, and there was a kid there from Norway. He's about 20 years old, super cool kid, and just randomly one night we're walking along next to the Eiffel Tower, and he turns to me and he goes, "Steve, which two fingers do you use on a girl? Do you use these two fingers, or do you use the bowling fingers?"
Oh, wow.
And I just looked at him. I got all nostalgic. I remember when I used to pull chicks that only needed two fingers.
I mean, well, I don't use my thumb.
Depends on the year.
Yeah.
But gosh, any other upcoming stuff other than your doubles event, man? We got your doubles event coming up. I got the Primal Bowling event, September 28th, coming up at Bolero Via Linda. Scratch.
We got Carl Ong tournament, too. The Agent Ong.
Agent
Strikes
Ong
Back.
is coming up in
Yeah.
October.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll be bowling that as well.
I will be there. Don't feel like donating my prize fund to you guys, but it's a great event.
Nah.
Like I said, 185 at best.
185, he goes shoot 230.
Okay, well, you know, every broken clock is right twice a day, so.
That part.
I did it last year, and first game I think I threw something like 254, so I'm feeling good. I think I needed to average like 210 or something, maybe to get there, and then on the next pair I bowled with Simo, and just shit the bed.
Yeah.
It's just
That's bowling.
His presence.
It's hard to concentrate on anything when you're like just watching.
You're bowling
him go,
against
like,
one of the best of the world.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit.
Still a worthwhile experience though.
Absolutely.
It's great learning. I mean, it's great learning bowling with those guys, but yeah, sometimes it can be a little tough.
A little intimidating.
Just a tiny bit when you know you have to average 210 and you see someone who hasn't missed in 3 games.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
other than that, we're gonna get Steve bowling for a bit.
Shit, I have to bowl.
You have
Yeah,
to
you get to bowl. Isn't that fun?
And guess
Well, that's
what?
why I dressed all nice, because I thought, figure if I dress nice and I avoided throwing a ball on camera, people might not know I suck.
People will find out by the end of this.
You're definitely going to find out because you have to bowl while we're at the foul line.
You guys are assholes.
We'll be right there talking. You got one game to prove yourself, for better or for worse.
Yeah. So you need to tell everybody now you're going to bowl a 300 on camera. You know we can edit this.
Yeah.
Reggie is Steve's favorite bowler of all time.
All time.
Jason's probably a tight second. Let's be real.
I don't know.
Could be first.
I don't know how tight, but
It's tight enough for me. Being in there.
When you're bowling a tournament or league, if someone's next to you on your approach, does that affect you? How does that affect your accuracy and your delivery?
I think it does affect me, but I don't think it does. And then I go and throw the ball. I'm like, I probably should have waited.
So we're looking at maybe a 180 game right now with us at the line?
I hope not. I hope we'll do better.
Oh.
Calling it a 210.
210?
Calling it a 210.
Calling it 210. Here we go.
150.
Here comes my 137.
I was just going to say, we're hitting
And we're not
average.
going to be quiet.
I would hope not.
Good.
Yeah. How good are you at talking through your approach?
I'm hoping that it takes the stress off.
Okay. You ever cuss yourself out while you're walking through the approach?
I cuss myself out pretty much every minute of every day.
Okay, so this will be light work for you then. You'll be good. You just
you'll
got to
be
walk
fine.
and talk.
It'll be fine. This is where the audience get to know
You got
Steve.
some gum? I can try to chew gum at the same time?
No,
We need to
hear
yeah,
you.
we don't want to overcomplicate things too much. Yeah. Not ASMR channel. Not yet. We're working on that. All right, let's get started to bowl. All right, so we'll move these guys around.
What could possibly go wrong?
Ready?
I don't feel any pressure at all.
There's no pressure.
No.
No pressure.
All right, so Steve,
Yes.
compared to stand-up comedy, where's there more pressure? When you first get on stage or this first shot you're about to throw?
I think this ranks right up there.
Okay. To be fair, my first couple on TV were gutter balls, so you got low standards on here. He's locked in. Look at that. What a guy.
Gutter.
Now,
So I did throw, I've thrown 4 frames on TV before.
okay. And how are
This is
those?
better than that.
Hey, look at that. We're already going places. This show brings out the best of people. So what was your estimate on over under 200 game?
All right, he's pretty locked in right now. So, and we're at the foul line. So, you know what? Because we're going to be asking him questions, I got under 170.
Under 170. Then I guess I got over 230.
Okay, well,
That's
let's
what
get it going.
we're gonna stick with.
Let's get it going. So, Steve, how long you been bowling? He's dialed in.
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Any honor scores or high games? 300s?
It's not sanctioned.
Not sanctioned?
I've had a 300 in practice once. That's it.
We hate the wasting 300.
I
mean, I wasted a lot,
Right?
but still, right? Uh-oh.
What's your highest set? Sanctioned set?
685 or something.
680.
I think.
Solid.
I tighten up in competition.
Right.
You know?
Well, it's not the easiest environment.
Nerves out.
Would you say, like I said, would you say that that's comparable to stand-up comedy? Just the pressure or the expectations when you go to bowl a tournament, how
Probably.
that
The problem is
pressure to
with the
win.
bowling. You don't have the people's energy to. It's
Right.
very individual, right? So it's like with the comedy, it's like you're a little nervous.
Don't you ever get like, you tell a joke and the crowd just start laughing? Do that brings you to that next joke to deliver it, or is you have a routine you just stick
Oh yeah,
with?
no, it builds momentum, and it's the. Sometimes we'll throw in a different joke, that maybe I wasn't planning on doing, or
Right.
it kind of becomes more conversational because they're enjoying it and they're kicking it back at you. as opposed to, you tell one that falls flat and you're just kind of like, shit, how do I entertain you guys?
Right. Now,
You know?
now what do you do? It's like making the wrong move when you're bowling.
Taking these tips for when I do my stand-up.
Reggie,
I'm taking my shirt off, too.
The day you do stand up, I'll make sure to be there. I'll make sure to watch.
I'm taking my shirt off. Yes.
So, going back even further, you used to skydive.
Yes.
About how many dives you got?
About 6,500.
6,500.
What?
That's about 6,500 more than I ever want to do. You ever go skydiving?
I think he's talking about the little thing with a fan blow you up.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Right.
I'm not jumping out no plane.
You sure? What if I go with you? What if Steve has you on the front of him?
You want me to
Even
jump
less
out of
so.
a plane with a guy strapped on my back?
Absolutely, yeah. No, well, I'm just throwing options out there. All right, I guess that's a no to skydiving, so we'll just stick to bowling for now, I suppose.
I love when the videos are playing here, when they got the Chive TV and stuff, and I love when Jason's walking by and I always point at him, doesn't that look like fun? He's like, no.
Nope,
No, it does
absolutely
not.
not. It does not look fun at all to me.
Only diving I'm doing must consist of a diving board.
I'm not even going off a diving board. That sounds too high for me too.
I think I'm doing good at this foul line. I think my parlay is looking nice. Are we under 170? I can't see it. What's the score looking like?
Not under 170 yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
We shall see. I know he's pretty consistent with us at the foul line. What ball are you throwing? Look like the Eternity
Pie.
Pie. Yeah, that's a good ball. Uh-oh, we made him nervous. Now
Made
this,
a big.
this is the question. Is he going to pick this up?
I mean, I'd bet the over on that.
Not
so
if you keep
far.
talking about it.
We'll get 3 more subscribers if he picked this up. But
We're gonna lose 10
We're gonna
if he
lose
misses
7
it?
If he misses.
Yeah, bowling expectations are really, really high,
Yes.
considering I was the first bowler. Locked in. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Hit that subscribe button.
So-
he picked the sparrow.
So the 4 frames that I bowled on TV, for some reason, I went to a tournament in France, like I said, where I met that Norwegian kid. And the person who was coaching me at the time suggested that I go. I used to live in France, and the tournament happened to be right where I used to live.
Okay.
So it was an excuse to go see my friends. And then I found out that there were going to be people there like Claire Guerrero and Liz Johnson, Lindsay Boomershine, Daniel McEwen, Matt McNeil.
Right.
And so I asked him, like, so, I mean, I don't belong here, right? Like, why am I going? He's like, it's for the experience, which is an amazing experience.
Right.
But I was on a Baker team with Liz Johnson.
Hall of Famer, no pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah.
That is
And
awesome.
so it's like strike, strike, strike. Steve, you're up.
Well, let's just say you got a strike, right? See?
I was so
Strike.
scared. I didn't look at the pins. I just come over and I pick up my ball and I go over to the line to the dots. I'm focusing on the arrow.
Right.
I hear the announcer say my name in the background. This announcer's a big wig too. He announces the Tour de France.
Okay.
And so I'm standing there and they hear my name and I'm like, shit, they know it's me.
Everyone's
So,
gonna know who's throwing the ball.
Yeah. So I threw the ball pretty straight at about 19 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yep. That
And,
sounds about right.
But I managed somehow to close all my frames on TV. So
There you go. Hey,
Hey,
you
that-
marked.
So I
That's
was
awesome.
happy.
Hell yeah.
That's more than a lot of people can say. So you said you're bowling the mixed doubles. Is Liz Johnson
Yeah.
your partner, or?
She is not.
Oh, okay. Well, that's-
She was busy that day.
She was busy that day. She was the first choice. Yeah.
I would love to have Liz Johnson come to an Alley Cannon event.
I think any time we see Liz is a good time.
Yeah.
I met Liz Johnson at the LBC. Very, very down to earth, good person.
She's awesome.
Yes, yes, she is.
One of my favorite people, not just favorite bowlers, favorite people. She's very cool.
Who is your favorite bowler, professionally wise?
Other than you?
Yes, other than me.
You're allowed. Yeah, you're allowed to give one other option.
Well, that sucks.
That was, I mean, easy spare.
I'm thinking.
I have a hard time answering that.
So many good bowlers.
Yeah, there's so many good bowlers, so many good people. The on the women's side, I'm a big fan of Verity's and Diana's.
Okay.
On the men's side, I mean, Jake Buttriff being local and a friend, we
Jake.
gotta.
Yeah. Shout out Butters.
I mean, I haven't talked to him since the Saints got in the Cowboys, but yeah, you know, still love you, Jake.
Still good guy.
Okay, so this is not going well.
It's not going bad
Yeah.
for what it's worth.
Just know that when you have League Sunday, we won't be here.
Yeah, we won't be
we
here.
won't-
You
you're not
won't
gonna
be
be-
at this
we won't
fair.
be at the
Next
foul
to me,
line.
staring
Yeah,
at
no,
me?
No.
probably not.
I don't have to talk while
You
I'm.
don't have to talk.
Well,
either.
I
the
mean,
ball.
you can ask Justin. You maybe have a conversation. Maybe focus less on bowling. Who knows? So, is there any bowlers that you like looked up to for game wise? Ooh, got ripped there.
That sucks.
That sucks, because I thought that was a good shot.
But bowlers that you wanted to model your game after, or anything like that.
I think I'm too old to model my game after anything. I just kind of gotta throw it how I throw it.
Chuck it and pray.
Pretty much.
I mean, that works.
Uh,
What'd you finish at?
I don't even want to say.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, the good thing is that the screen's not
Yeah,
up
my
there,
heart
so
rate
anybody
is
who wants to find out has to do their own math.
Yeah, I know you're gonna.
What frame were you?
That's
I have
it.
a feeling.
That was
it's
it?
gonna
Yeah,
pop
we'll
up.
do one more game.
I have a feeling you're gonna put a little like down at the bottom, going like, he just got it.
So you got to tell us the score.
Huh?
What was the score?
You gotta look it up yourself.
What was the score, Joey? Our cameraman.
It'll show
It
up
was
on the screen
157.
somewhere.
See?
It was a
All
one.
right, you owe me $20.
My part. What? I got it right.
Don't ask questions. That's how it
Somebody's
works.
going to bowl. No, you bowled a 200 when I was at the foul line.
I bowled a 222 and a 211, and then couldn't bowl in league. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I really used it all out here, and then bowled like
That
I
sucks.
didn't know what I was doing.
We're off to a good start again.
Yeah, well,
So, us alley cat folks, we like to say, go to grandma's house. That means off the sheet. So,
That means what?
off the sheet. Strike off the sheet.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
So I believe in you. So let's go to grandma's house.
That's all you got to do.
Now, is it going to happen? I don't know.
I got a feeling if he gets this one right here, it's all over.
If he get this strike, he's going to grandma's
Yeah,
house.
100%.
Let's see this.
I have faith in my friends.
Okay, look good.
I
He's
told
going
you,
to
he's
grandma's
locked
house.
in. He's
He's
locked
going to
in.
grandma's
He's
house.
locked in.
Let's go to grandma's house for the camera. Come on, Steve.
He's like our own. What's that dude's name that was on American Idol? Randy Jackson. He's like our own Randy Jackson.
It's very positive.
He's like, I believe in you, dog.
Yeah, it's very
I
positive,
believe-
very helpful. So did you get into bowling and stand up at the same time, or which one do you do first?
About the same time.
About the same time?
I needed something to do.
Okay.
Which one do you
Yeah.
love more?
Which one do you think about quitting less?
We can't go to grandma's
Huh?
house.
He said which one do you love more, but I said which one do you think of quitting less?
I think of quitting him equally.
Oh, okay.
I bowl more often though, so I probably think of quitting bowling more often than I think of quitting.
That's fair.
Stand
yeah.
up.
Well, I mean, now you are a great writer when it comes to stand up and someone who really focuses on their craft, which a lot of stand up comedians don't do. So I was going to say you probably practice bowling more than stand up comedy, but knowing you might practice both equally. You're always working on something. So.
I got a question.
Trying.
Bowling a lot of ladies that bowl. Stand up. A lot of ladies that come and stand up. How could I ask this? Do you meet more ladies bowling because of your bowling, or more ladies in the club because of your stand-up?
I don't exactly have an amazing record in either. So
Do you- my,
I'm insanely socially awkward,
no.
and some people say it's endearing, but I feel like it's a fine line between endearing and whatever the fuck I am.
Now, to build off that question,
That was the best shot right there.
I know Reggie said, where do you meet more women? Stand-up comedian women versus bowler women,
Dude.
the pool is not, I mean,
Dude.
you know.
The pool is definitely larger at in the stand-up comedy.
Right, yeah,
Yes.
it's larger. Now, is it what you're looking for?
Ladies?
Anything with 2 legs and a face? Preferably?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Honestly,
I done seen some hot stand-up women before, man.
Okay, well, I think those are the famous ones for the most part.
Look at that. We start talking about ladies.
He's locked in now.
Yeah.
He's like, I told
now
bowling.
We're going to grandma's house.
Bowling's where it's at.
Yeah, you can't give up.
That's the secret to good bowling, a semi.
That's, hey, everyone has their technique.
The semi-chub, right?
Yeah, well, maybe you do need us at tournaments.
Would you ever
No,
date?
so
Steve, would you ever date another comedian?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how it would go, but I'd give it a shot.
I was just going to say.
It'd be
You know,
funny.
there's
I
some.
wonder how that date will be.
They'd probably be at a comedy show.
Absolutely.
Steve will go to a comedy show where he gets tickets comped
Sell
and
sell
treat him to a
tickets
nice
on a
day.
date.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, no, some people say they'd never date a comedian because they'd always be trying to one up each other. You know, then their jealousy gets involved if somebody starts to get better or starts getting more opportunities, and then the other one comes in asking them to bring them along with it.
Yeah.
You know, and so I definitely understand why people wouldn't,
Right.
but I don't know. At this point,
It doesn't matter the
Whatever.
profession. Yeah, comedian sounds great. At least you work at the same place.
I think I have a shot at being a stand-up comedian now. I get all the tips. I get all the insights from one of the best comedians in the valley.
It's true.
I think I got a shot.
Roast master.
Yes.
He's
and he
won Roast Master.
Won a roast
Yeah.
master. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, do you
Yes.
have any platforms where people can follow you at that you want to give the audience?
I do. I post my stuff on Instagram.
That look good. Damn, 7 pin. Yeah, where can I find you at on Instagram?
Is a bowl, jump, laugh.
Bowl jump
Bowl,
laugh.
jump,
on
laugh.
Instagram.
Jump, laugh. You know what that
Yep.
reminds me
Bowling,
of? Some of the
skydiving.
Bolero centers.
And
They
the
would say
comedy.
like bowl, laugh, fun, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The little slogans underneath them.
Yeah.
Ooh, straight out of 7-pin. I didn't do that.
I would have missed.
So you got any favorite comedians in the Valley? Local guys?
Oh, in the valley?
I know you hang out with a lot of them.
Well, I mean, JP's down in Gilbert is a great club. The owner there, JP, is awesome.
Love JP's.
Super funny. The guy he's a regular there, a guy named Ezra Starman is
Yep.
super funny. Shoot, I don't know. There's so many.
Yeah. There's a lot of
You got,
local guys out here. I feel like every time I go to a show, I see someone different. Whenever I go
Yeah.
to JP's or whatever, you always see new faces or people trying out for the first
I'm
time.
gonna have to come check it
I
out.
mean, it's-
then.
We'll go to a
I'm
show.
serious.
We'll go to a show one day.
If I ever get on stage, I'm taking my shirt off.
If you ever go to stage, I don't know you.
Man, that's just rough.
Oh my
That's
goodness
just
gracious.
rough.
That's
It
Senior
counts,
Carey.
right?
What a guy. What frame are we in?
We're in the 8th.
All right. Cool.
8th frame.
8th frame.
I think my
143
parlay's
on a
still
strike.
looking good.
I don't think your parlay's looking good for this game.
All right, we're gonna see.
I think it looked good last game.
Oh, definitely looked good last game. Oh, I think I'm dead.
So out of all the tournaments you
Okay.
bowl, what's your highest finish so far?
Let's see, I got in strike force, I've gotten past the first round a number of times. I've gotten past the second round maybe 4 or 5 times,
Right.
and then lost in the next round. I don't remember if that's quarters or semis or
Yeah,
I think that's semifinals, right?
yeah, semis.
Yeah, so I've won the quarters, lost in the semis, and
Okay.
then the tat. I think I've gotten past the first round maybe 6 times, and
Yeah.
then shit the bed immediately thereafter.
Yeah. I remember when we went to Vegas.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Yeah.
You bowled the tat.
I try to
Jason?
forget it.
I've bowled the local tat, the Mesa tat, the one they do here
Oh,
once.
you gotta bowl Vegas.
I bowled one.
I mean,
I
bowl.
I bowled one squad in Vegas, which was my problem. So I bought into, they have that 2-game thing they do. So I bowled that.
VIP.
Yeah, the VIP squad. So I bowled one VIP and I bowled one qualifying. And I didn't bowl particularly well in either. So I haven't bowled another one since. Honestly, the doubles tournament that we just did was the first tournament I've bowled in quite a few months. I haven't bowled anything in a while. I've been too busy running things or going with other bowlers, but I haven't bowled nothing.
Always fun to do that.
Yeah, it's good to run things.
Steve, have you bowled on string pins yet?
Yes,
Oh.
Where
Your
at?
experience on
I
that?
hate them.
At
You hate 'em?
B3?
Huh?
At B3?
Actually, yeah, I did it B3,
They actually have some out in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
but
Oh, come on now.
but one of the rounds at the tournament in France was on string pins.
Really?
Yeah, and it was interesting.
What was it? Was it like a game or?
Yeah, it was 6 games.
Wow, on
6
string
games
pins?
on string pins.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you maybe average 170, 160.
honestly, I don't remember how I did. I remember that I picked up a 6-7. Picked up a 6-7 that I absolutely should not have.
Oh, wow.
I hit it on the inside and it bounced off the wall and then swung on the string and took out the 7.
Yeah. That's string
And then
I'm
one
trying
of the
to go
games,
for 710 that way.
Yeah.
one of the games, there was one of the people there got 4 strikes in one game where the string knocked over the last pin.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So-
String pins are different. They're
different.
definitely different carry.
I mean, I haven't seen them since I guess with the USBC sanctioned strings or whatever they are.
Right.
I haven't seen those. I haven't played on them, so I don't know
Right.
if they're. I mean,
I've
I
heard
hear they're
from-
better.
I've heard from people that they play okay. A lot of people don't really prefer string pins generally. They kind of got a bad rap out here because they say, like you said, carry can be a little bit wonky sometimes or a little bit unfair.
You know what I would like to bowl on? It's the little, what's the little ball?
Duck pin?
Candlestick.
That's what,
Duck pin.
yeah, it seems
duck
like it's
pin
like
ball.
Is that the
20 of
same-
them.
Is that the same thing?
Candle pin is the long pins.
Okay. Oh,
Duck
and then the
pin's
duck
the
pins
short,
are the-
stubby
No,
ones.
I want the long ones.
Oh, that's candle pin.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
was just, I forgot what I was doing, and I was watching something, and it just flashed.
It's a Canadian thing.
And this guy had this little ball, and I thought he was throwing like 30 miles per hour,
They look like it.
and it was
Yeah,
just
no.
bow.
There's one place out here that does duck pin bowling in Phoenix, but there's nowhere out here that does candle pin. Candle pin's hard to find out here.
That shit looks hard.
Man,
It
I
looks
wanna try
very
it.
difficult, but you get more shots. You can get like 3 shots, and
I don't know.
Deadwood stays on the.
I don't know. It
On
seemed
the
like it
floor,
was
right?
20 pins up there. He would throw it, hit about 17 of them, and then throw it again. It looked real good. It looked
You
real
know, I
good.
mean,
like a
it
fun time.
seems fun, but like I feel like I would also not. I'm not speed dominant in anything, so I feel like I would just suck at it. Like I'd just be going there to donate.
The ball
money.
about this big.
I get that. It's like a little marble thing. You ever did lawn bowling?
Yeah.
Where you throw out the little like white ball and then you got to roll another ball to get like bocce.
No, I was thinking something else.
Oh my god. Steve, what's going to be your next sport for retirement after bowling? I could see you being pretty badass at like chess.
Oh, I suck at
You
chess.
made him split for that.
Well,
Thanks. Thanks,
no,
man.
I was just asking. I just
No, I
asked
suck at chess.
follow-up career options.
I think
if bowling.
poker. Steve, I think Steve got the poker face. Do you play poker?
I can. I kind of.
You make this. You're the man, Steve.
Almost.
I
It was
made that
close.
like once in 250 tries.
Okay, well, you've also left it 250 times.
Yeah.
So that's good.
No, I like poker. I like playing pool. We had a
Okay.
pool table at the house.
All right. Pool's good. Can make some money in pool.
My kid and I play every night before he goes to bed.
Is he good?
He's 13, so I whoop his ass.
Nice.
Makes me feel good. Makes me feel like a big man.
You go to bed and feel better?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
it's like after you bowl a 150, you go home and let's play pool, kid.
So the night he bowls a 300. Yeah, we playing pool. Nah, just call it the night.
Nah, I think I'm gonna sleep today. I
When he
I bowled a lot.
He bowled a 140. Rack him.
Now I know you practice a lot. What's the most games you bowled in a day?
48.
48.
48 games in a day.
48 days and
Yeah.
48 games.
Dude, you remember my kid that one time? He bowled like 13 games.
Oh yeah,
While
he
we was just
he's
chilling
just
there?
going. He's just going.
I was like, wow. I haven't done that in a long time.
The most games I bowled 6 games when we bowled doubles, and by game 6 I was like, man, are we can we lose?
I
I mean,
bowled a few 16 gamers before. I done bowled a few of them before. But 48
what's the most games you
games,
bowled
16 in a
16?
day. Yeah, tournament.
in a day?
Yeah.
I think the most I bowled is 12.
Even when I used to
48
practice,
games of practice.
even when I used to practice,
I'm not saying that it was valuable.
What?
I
It
still
was
didn't bowl
48 games.
It was.
Oh,
No, it was the
That's
week before I was going to that I was leaving for France, and I was
Right.
in a major slump for about a month, and so I was working with people to figure out what I could do to just anything that could help kick me out of that slump. Because if I wasn't throwing it better by the end of that day, I was going to cancel the trip.
Right.
So
Right.
it worked out.
48 games is a lot.
I didn't come in last, by the way.
In
Despite-
France?
dis-
No, you didn't.
Despite how out of place I was there, I did not come in last.
Did you beat Liz Johnson?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
That's how you
Think practice. I probably thrown.
might have if there was a game 50.
Think
Might
practice.
have.
You ever thought about
Might
that?
I think practice probably about 20.
You?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
practice.
I don't know. I never
Because
bowled
when
that much.
When I practice, I practice like if I'm competing,
Right.
and that's a lot of games.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of games. So, what's generally your benchmark ball? What are you bringing out first in league?
Usually I'm bringing out the Eternity Pie, but I think probably because I bowl here all the time and this is just generally what works.
Right.
So I love my phase 2s,
Okay.
you know.
That's a fair ball. A lot of people love phase 2.
Phase 2's a goat ball.
I'd say
Baseline ball.
I'd say probably my phase 2 and then phase 2 and then the pie.
Yeah,
Any
just
new
from
balls you got your eye on that you haven't got yet?
Well, I think I have to get an eye on, right?
Yeah. Speaking of ion, how's your ion? Your new one?
there?
Was it a Max?
The
right?
Ion Max? It's good. I like it. I bowled with it on that Thursday night in league. I ended up with a 627 set.
Not bad.
It rolls good. It rolls good for me. Like I said, I don't have a very high rev rate, and and I don't have a lot of ball speed, so big, tumbly, early bowling balls roll a little bit better for me. They're a little bit cleaner for me.
So this is the moment of truth, Steve.
Yes.
If you pick this up, I really am your best bowler that you like. If you do not pick this up,
I'm your favorite bowler.
Jason is your best
Yeah, by
bowler.
far. Yeah, missing
By
is
far.
definitely me.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's definitely my fault.
we want to see what the
Oh, the
outcome
pressure.
is. Now, mind you,
No pressure.
you got a game up there of your score. What if he gutters?
Oh, that's such crap. He's
The
never
bowling
made that.
gods never
He's
lie.
never made that before. Never mind on TV. Okay? Never mind on YouTube. Whatever we're on. Whatever this platform is.
Oh, I think he did. He was determined for that one.
He actually focused on one.
But you have to follow up with a strike.
That's not going to happen.
Let's see it. If he follow up with a
8
strike,
pin. Never mind. Just kidding. I didn't mean
Bro.
it. My
Bro.
bad.
I miss number one.
Okay, whatever.
I didn't call it. The lanes did
Hey,
it.
listen.
Are you
just-
hurting his feelings on his birthday?
No, I'm not. I'm not hurt.
Not
it's-
you,
I
Reggie.
know, I know the truth. Anyway, it's fine. It's whatever.
That's a birthday gift to you. A strike.
He just threw his shit
let's-
on the
let's
floor.
Strike.
He just threw his ball
Throw
on
a
the
lot
floor.
of shit on the floor.
He's, yeah. Okay.
Let's get a strike for Jason's birthday.
Nope. Okay. Well, it's
Now,
because you said
Is
it.
it better?
Steve, can I say something and you try and do it?
Okay.
Like, if I could say, like, leave a 4-pin.
I would rather you say please strike and have
Okay.
to do that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that doesn't seem realistic. So I'm trying to keep expectations low.
I just struck twice. You son
Yeah,
of
but
a
that's
bitch.
because Reggie said it. Steve, can you throw me a strike with all your heart and passion, but like a good one, not like that little light, skimmy shit?
Yeah, and I'm definitely watching the foul line too.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't foul.
I think Steve would be. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you did it.
Good.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Is that
No,
enough
that's
for
good.
you?
That's good. I don't know how to knock out a 7-pin, so it makes me feel
What
better.
frame are we in?
Hey, have you asked Jason about his 299?
Oh yeah, the 4-pin, right?
Yeah.
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 Mr. 4-pin.
What's it? If memory serves,
You
it
know,
was it was wiggling a little bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. The pins, it was the deck. Old pins,
Uh huh.
that was a 300 in my eyes.
Uh
You know when he asked about my 299?
huh.
In our interview?
Oops.
Yeah, you know who else was in that interview?
Who?
Joey.
Oh, hey, Joey.
You know who got asked first how many 300s you have? Joey. You know who could say 5?
Joey.
Joey.
Yeah.
You know who got asked second? Who had how many 300 games they had?
Reggie.
This guy.
Oh, you second.
Yeah, he
okay.
said, "Hey Jason, how
I
many?"
thought they would have a little
how
bit
ma-
more build up to it.
Yeah, no.
you
How
know?
many 300 games you got? None.
Almost one.
Almost one.
Oops.
Yeah.
Almost one.
After I said,
I have,
"Hey,
hey, Reggie, I have a video of it if you want to edit it into the final cut of this.
I like that. Yeah. I think we should edit that in here. Let the world see your 299.
I think a lot of people have seen it already." That was a 625 299.
625. What was that happened to the other two games?
They weren't great.
So I'm assuming the 299
Yeah.
was game one?
No, it's game 3.
Really?
Yeah, I stopped caring by game
All right,
3.
Steve. We about to wrap this up.
I even bought him
We
a
need a
T-shirt.
strike.
He's never worn the damn thing.
He did buy me a T-shirt. What frame are you in?
299 shirt.
That was the end of the third game.
End of third game.
All right, so we need one more strike.
How about this?
Go.
Go and throw one more shot. If you strike, I'll wear that 299 shirt in the next video.
Oh, this is worth
So
it.
I was just saying a 299 to be funny. He really got you a 299 shirt?
He got me a 299 shirt. He said, "Ask me about my 299."
Let's strike.
And I haven't worn it.
Let's strike.
If
Come
he
on, this is
strikes, I'll
foul
wear
line
it.
talking. We're talking at the foul line for a 299 shirt.
Oh, it's the best one he threw today.
Next episode, Jason will be wearing a 299
I'll wear my
shirt.
299
This
shirt
is Reggie
next
Prince
episode.
Elliott with Alley Cat Action. This is Jason Bestel with Primal Bowling.
Steve,
Steve, thank you.
always a pleasure, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. Love you, man.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Good bowling.
We'll see y'all next week on Foul Line Talking.